Never one to shy away from a challenge, Alyssa Seeley took to triathlons like a duck to water. She competed for Arizona State University, and it wasn't long before she was nationally ranked. But one day,
I started having a lot of neurological symptoms. It started with a really bad headache and some numbness and tingling in my extremities.
she had trouble running, even walking. Then she began having seizures.
I was eventually diagnosed with a rare neurological condition where my cerebellum's herniated into my spinal column.
Alyssa wound up with a traumatic brain injury and an injury to her spinal cord. Then, devastating news from her doctors.
The chance of being able to save the foot and doing sports would be almost impossible.
Most of us would consider this an impossible choice. Remain sedentary and possibly keep your foot, or amputate and get back in the game.
I wanted to hike, I wanted to run, I wanted to bike, even if it was just at a recreational level or just for exercise or for fun.
For Alyssa, the choice was obvious.
For me, my identity was, being active and being an athlete, and to me, that's what I didn't want to lose. I didn't really care what my foot looked like, especially if a prosthetic was going to function better.
So amputate they did. 4 weeks later, she was walking with the help of a prosthetic. 7 weeks later, she was running.
I wanted a purpose in life. I wanted some sort of dream or goal to follow since everything kind of had been ripped out from under me.
After a few short months, she was back.
I just set a goal to go compete at collegiate nationals that next spring and kind of worked at it day by day.
She reached that goal just 8 months after her surgery, racing against athletes with 2 legs.
I'm so stubborn and so strong-willed that even if my brain starts to go oh, this isn't possible, oh, this is too hard, it's well, you just have to try harder.
Now, 8 years later, Alyssa is a 2-time world champion, winning the Paratriathlon in 2015 and 2016. She won gold at the last Paralympics in Rio, inspiring people around the world.
A new diagnosis, a new disability, a new hardship, even if it's at work or at home or financial, whatever it may be, that doesn't define you and it doesn't change who you are.
Her story caught the attention of ESPN magazine.
And then one day I got an email and it was hey, we want to talk to you about being in the body issue.
Alyssa jumped at the chance to show sexy and strong come in all different packages and prove challenges are really just opportunities in disguise.
At the end of the day, I'm, not much different than I was 10 years ago.